We've been like, do you ever do? But okay. Open, it has to be wider. I want it to be able to come all.
Hey, Desi, can you back it up, kid?
Right.
Yeah, it's just the backlighting.
Or triangle from one.
Is it gonna be okay if I still do music here?
Oh, yeah. Yep, the Zoom barely even picks it up. No. I am gonna shut these though. Be the better lighting scenario here. And then. I need real low.
Need real leather, is that what you just said? Little threatening. I'd like a new seat, please.
I think this is gonna work out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean.
Let's triangle like in here.
Hey, Desi, be quiet. Okay, if you're gonna be here, you have to act professional, dude.
Let's see this one.
I know it's hard when Emma's right next to you.
But when, yeah, see, now you're getting me off track too.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, is it gonna be okay here?
oh,
Okay.
lock it.
Yep.
And Jamie, before you leave, will you take a picture of the three of us with the breathing room shirts on?
Yeah.
Just to help us remember for later, because I gotta do a post. My friend that made them, he's like, I thought you were like a social media person. I thought you would post it. I'm like, I have every intention of doing that.
Doggy collar or chain. Worst case, it's stuff we can cut off. Chain.
You guys have your note-taking stuff booked by?
My thought, Sarah, is we will do like a true chair yoga class.
Okay.
And then afterwards, I'll kind of, maybe we'll like go back and kind of talk about,
Yep.
little.
That's when they'll
things
need
to
their
know.
note-taking stuff.
Yeah, I guess
Probably not
that's
during
my
the
thought. I
chair
guess,
yoga.
definitely
And
have
you'll-
it close by in case something comes up.
Yeah, and you'll
like,
have a
jump
chance to
in.
take a bath break, whatever. So.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought, and then we'll kind of move into some of like the adaptive yoga stuff.
Go through that until.
Hello, guys, welcome. We are going to actually start in a seated position in our chairs with the sandbag on your feet. Just to kind of create a sense of grounding. So if you absolutely are like, I do not like this, you don't have to do it. It's all optional, but it might just sort of give you that sensation of grounding, which is what we're going to start with. And we're going to do just a brief guided meditation to start too. So get comfortable. One option that a lot of students like for the first part is to put the bolster on their lap. Now that I've got you pinned down with your sandbag, that's rude of me. So this might be a nice option to sit with the bolster on your lap. And we're just going to start to settle in. So you don't have to sit too rigidly. Get comfortable. Notice where your shoulders lands. Get the wiggles out. Just start to take a few intentional breaths, noticing how the breath feels. During the winter time, we often feel a little more slower, sluggish, even maybe a little bit moody, which is totally normal, makes sense for this season. So in this meditation, we're going to just notice these things. Take a moment to notice how you're showing up in this moment. What's on your mind? What are you feeling? What are you noticing? Maybe you're feeling restless, tired. A moment to reflect, begin. Kind of notice things around you. So we know it's cold outside. You know, the light is kind of low outside. You might even feel the coolness of the floor under your feet. Connect with your breath. Take a big breath in, make it expansive. Sigh it out. A couple more like that. Big full breaths in. If the breath as an anchor is a good one, continue to keep that anchor. If a different sensation, maybe the feeling of your feet, your hands, weight of your body pressing down. Find an anchor that works. Place to come back to. Take a moment to just appreciate this winter time moment, this moment of just being here, present. Allowing yourself to be part of the season, something bigger than you. Knowing that we can look to nature for signs of the fact that it's okay to slow down. Being okay with that push-pull of wanting to do more, feeling we need to do more, but being okay, just being, no guilt. Re-enter the space. I'm going to take the bolster now, guys. You're going to set it in front of you. And I would probably just set the sandbags. We're going to come into child's pose using the bolster. So there's a few options depending on your height. So I like to kind of have my feet a little bit wider and a little bit forward. And I like to just sort of rest my forearms on my knees and see if I can find a place to put my forehead. If that doesn't work for you, another option would be to keep the bolster in your lap. See if you can just find a place where you can allow your low back to open up. Allow your breath to be smooth, even. Notice how the breath changes when you're tipped forward a little bit. Back up. Gonna set the block. Back. Up into a little bit more of an upright position. Feet, again, probably a little bit more forward. You for sure don't want them back under you. So either feet right under your knees, a little bit forward. Find mountain pose. Find seated mountain, like arms at your side, chest. Lift it. A little pinch at the shoulder blade. Chin slightly tucks. Forward. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Let's come to your. I'm going to start at the neck. Just a little bit of neck stretch. So keeping the length in your spine, let your left ear drop over towards your left shoulder. Go just to where you feel the start of the stretch. Like to add a little movement there, you can turn your head or nod your head, yes. Keeping your head tilted, tuck your chin slightly and look down towards your left hip. Getting more into the upper trap. If you don't feel much of a stretch, you could take your left hand sort of to the back and forth and give it a little extra. Take a breath. Let it out. To the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. Shoulders relaxed. I'm sorry, right ear to right shoulder. If you like that movement at the end range, you could shake your head down. Your head down. You could tuck your chin slightly. Look down towards your right leg. But take your right hand to your head and give it a gentle pull. Your shoulders, a couple big rolls. Bring them up really big, bring them back. Inhale, lift them up, bring them back, up, back. I'm going to do the other parts of the neck. So taking your head and turning it to the left. So just to the point where you feel a little resistance, breath. Switch sides. Back through center. This time we're going to take the twist down the spine a little bit. So look over your left shoulder. Take the rest of your body like you're literally looking at someone behind you. So you might take your hand to your opposite knee. You could even take your left hand to the back of the chair. Keep the length in your spine, so sit up tall on your inhale. Maybe dip in the twist a little bit on your back. One more breath. Slowly soften. Same thing, starting at the neck, look over your right shoulder. Find your end range. And then let the rest of the body come. Twisting, reaching across. That pound of pressure. Putting on the breath in. Deepening the twist. Back to center. Hands on your lap. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit so they're about shoulder width apart. We're going to go into cat-cow. So we'll start by just slouching. So this is cat pose. Let your tailbone tuck under, let your head and shoulders drop down. Exhale. As you breathe in, rebuild your spine, sit up tall. Tip your tailbone the other way, draw your shoulders back, your chest. Up and round. Move through seated cat and cow at your own pace. Continue to breathe. Make it as intense or as gentle as you need. And I will mention, if you ever have a client that's got a history of osteoporosis, they should do what we call kitten and calf. So the littler motions. It's not great for them to do those really big motions. So it's always just good to mention that. We're going to bring hands in front of us. So I want you to literally imagine that you're in tabletop. So spine is long, zip your tight pair of hands up, draw your belly to your spine, everything lifted, strong. We're going to do a little spinal balance here. How are we going to do it? We're going to reach your right arm up. If this is good, stay. If you want a little more, lift your left hand. Hold here. Breathe here. Even close your eyes and literally imagine. Spinal balance. Holding, breathing. Release it down. Tabletop. Engage your core. Take a breath. Left arm extends. Right leg lifts. Hold here. Breathe here. Always an option if the arm is enough, you keep just the arm. Hold. Breathe. Stay. Release. We're going to do one more version. Right arm. Extend your knee out. Pull your toes back towards you. Keep your quad really strong. Keep pushing down into your right foot a little bit. So keep that like active, even though it's not really needing to do much. Keep holding, keep breathing. Release. Switch. Left arm, right leg. Pull your toes towards you. Press your heel away from you. Reach through your fingertips. Hold. Stay. Breathe for another 5. 2. Release it down. Hands to your knees. Shake it out. We do thread the needle. So keep your right hand in your lap. Sweep your left arm up. I follow. Take a look at it. Take a breath in. As you exhale, thread it through. And we're going to find a landing right here on this first one. So find a spot where you can land your arm onto your lap safely. There's an option to put the bolster on the lap for this one too. Sometimes that works better for people. See if you can press into your right hand. So you're getting a twist and a stretch for the back side of your flesh. Release. Come on up. Switch to the other side. Right arm, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, thread it through, reach it, reach it, reach it. Find a nice landing. A little body weight into it. Grab your strap. Okay, we're going to go into some shoulder stretching here. So first we're going to take the strap. We're just going to hold it shoulder width apart. So probably get a little closer than what you might even think to start. You can start even on your lap. Figure out about the distance of your shoulders. We're first just going to work on just shoulder flexors, bringing up kind of that point of resistance, and then bringing it back down, maybe including a little bit of cat and cow with your shoulder stretching. We'll eventually walk our hands out and be able to take the opening a little more, but it's good to start. See what you feel, see what you find. Notice the opening, the expansion, and you come up, softening down. And eventually we're going to here. Do a little bit of twisting. So you're going to just hold here. We're just going to twist left and right. Just kind of, again, warming up the spine. If this is feeling good and you want to make it a little bigger, arms extend in front of you and you continue to do it. Find a spot where you want to hold for a breath. Sure. Now forward again. We're going to do a little more and we're going to take arms out wider. So here, what I want you to do, hold the strap back towards you and open your chest towards the ceiling. And then tuck your chin, press the strap away from you as far as you can. That's our flow. Do about 3 of those. Pull back, push. Press out. Breathe in, hold out. One more. All right. Take the strap wider now. So literally hold it so it almost looks like a V shape. Okay. And then we're going to do our same thing here. This time you might notice, maybe you can take the strap all the way around. That's not the goal. The goal is just to find those sticky spots.
Sure, sounds one.
So I think that sound effect tells me Sarah found one.
Wow.
So again, just kind of explore. You know, you can continue to kind of play around with the distance that your hands are. Add any other creative movements that you want. I call this one the taking the towel and drying my back off one. I don't know what it is, but it feels lovely.
Uh-huh.
So again, don't overthink it. Just move. You could add a little side bending, some more paddle. Just finding all the sticky spots. I don't know what this one is called either, but it kind of feels good. If I've been in a class where I don't have straps, but people have their canes for you know, the cane. The nice thing about a cane too is it's a little more rigid. So if they have a weaker arm, you know, their stronger arm can kind of help the weaker one. Nice. Another option too. Eventually, guys, if there's any other final movements you need, we eventually the strap aside. So we kind of got into the side body a little bit with some of that. We've done some twists, but let's do one more side stretch. So take your left hand down to the chair. Sweep your right arm up. Take a big full breath in, reach, reach, reach. And then if it would feel okay, tip over, tip over, tip over. You could even bring your hand to the leg of the chair if you want to take it in a little deeper. Just make sure you feel stable. Use your core, back up. Switch to the other side. Left arm extends. Breath in, breath out. Start to move into some fun salutations. First, we did our child's pose, but it's still always good just to come forward, make sure your low back is okay here. So come into this position, maybe do a little wiggling here, kind of shimmy your shoulders back. Or you could do a little more cat and cow here. Do sort of a version of cobra. So bring your palms to your knees, elbows in, chest is forward. Draw your shoulders back. Broaden across your collarbones. Take a breath here. Tuck your chin, round your spine, press back. And then sort of lift your chin, come forward. Doing a little flow here. Tuck your chin, spine, press back. Lift, come back. This time when you come forward, we're going to pause here in Cobra. Feel the strength in your arms. Keep your elbows in. Bring your chest a little lower, chest a little higher. Just get the triceps lit up a little bit. Chest lower, chest higher. Chest lower, chest higher. One more, chest lower. Hold here, hold here, hold here. Keep your elbows in. Take a breath. And exhale. Hold forward. Let your chest rest on your thighs if that's okay. Hands can come to your ankles, your feet, floor. Let your head be weightless. Give your head a little shake out.
If you ever hear that sound, if the door keeps kicking,
I'm going to have blocks. Guys, I'm going to have you bring your blocks by your ankles. Sorry, I should have cued you for that. So blocks are going to be by the outsides of your feet, by your ankles. Feet are about width apart. We're going to come to halfway lift using the blocks first to get a feel for it. So press your palms into the blocks. Lift your chest. Think about the tailbone moving kind of towards the bottom of the seat of the chair, and the crown of your head is moving towards the corner of your chin. Fold forward. This is our flow a few times. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel that strength. Exhale, ground. Lengthen. On your next breath in, we're coming to extended mountain. Push through your feet. Reach up your fingers. Sorry, doesn't have to take it flat. Oh, okay. Reach through your hands. Roll your wrists around. Hands at your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands can come to the blocks, but let your elbows bend so you're truly in that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into the blocks if you like them, or use imaginary blocks. Exhale, reach up, breathe in, push through your feet. Reach through your feet. Hands at your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Reach up, inhale. Hands at your side. Reach up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Do one more sun citation. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, round. Reach up, inhale. Right. Take your left leg back a little bit. So you might be able to bring it so it's, kind of almost underneath the chair a little bit. And bring your right foot forward, but not much more than like feet kind of lined up with each. So we're kind of going into sort of a version of a lunge, but to a different version later. Inhale, reach arms out. Exhale, fold forward, bring hands to the block. Keep your chest lifted. You can let your spine round. And then inhale, come halfway up again. Keep your hand on the left block or left hand on the block. Sweep your right arm up. Take a breath. Sweep your right hand down. On back up. Switch legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. Stable as you can. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Fold over your right or your left leg. Inhale, lift up halfway. Keep your right hand on the block. And sweep it down. And inhale, come back up. We're going to go into some warriors. So there's different options in the chair. I'm going to show you the option that I use most of the time. So give me maybe just a little bit to the left side of your chair. Keep your right foot framed by the blocks. Your left leg option. So options, you could just open it up and keep both knees at 99. So for some people, this just is better for their hips. Maybe they only get to here, that's okay. So option to stay here, or option to literally take more of a, what we think of as a warrior leg position. You can even bring it behind you. You could literally float the chair back. So I'm going to show the more, the variation that some people might need, but take what you need here. Find your warrior leg. You're going to go to warrior one. Arms up. Push down into both feet. So you should still be able to feel both legs lit up. Warrior two. Right arm forward. Left arm either to the side of the room. For some shoulders, that's what they need. Or bring it to what you know of as warriors. Keep your shoulders relaxed, but your arms strong. So if someone were to come along and try to push your arms down, they're going to stay. Shoulders are the hands. I let chest kind of open up the abs to the side body. Reverse warrior. So flip the front palm, reach it up towards the sky. Your back arm on wherever feels right. Take a breath in. Extended side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Sweep your left arm either towards the ceiling or sweep it over your head. Open up along the left side of your body. Breathe into your rib cage. Use your core, come back up to warrior two. Champion for a breath. Triangle. We're going to take your right hand to the block. You're going to stack your left arm on top if that works for you. Imagine there's a wall behind your shoulders. Line both shoulders up into. We're going to do a little flow here because it feels good. So your left hand, sweep it down past the block. Inhale, sweep it up for 3. Sweep it down. Inhale up for 2. Sweep it down. Inhale up for 1. Take a breath. Use your core, come back up. Here's 2. Reverse. And there's really no great way to cut warriors in the chair. We just kind of come out. And we're going to come to 5-pointed stars. It's always nice to make a little transition in between. So 5-pointed star in the chair. You're going to kind of sit towards the edge of the chair safely. Take legs out wide. Heels down, toes back, arms out wide. You've got lots of space. All shoulders. Walk leg back in. Then up for the other side. So same thing here. You'll take leg out. So your right leg is going to come out, either warrior, maybe 90. Just make sure toes aren't passing over, or knees aren't passing over toes. Right. Warrior one, shoulders square with your left knee. Warrior two, left arm forward, right arm either to the side wall or behind. Warrior, flip your arm, reach it up towards the skin. Keep pushing down into both feet. Extended side angle. Left elbow to left knee. Put your right arm up. Draw your right shoulder blade back. A bit more. Here's your core. Call yourself back up. Warrior two, briefly. We're going to set up for triangle. So you've got your block there. Bring your left hand to the block. Find your imaginary wall behind you. Reach your right arm up. Eyes can either look down to the wall, up toward your hands. Do our same flow. So your left hand, sweep it down, eyes follow, tap the block. Inhale, sweep it up for 3. Sweep it down. Sweep it up for 2. Sweep it up for 1. Use your core, come back up to warrior 2. To reverse. You guys ever have options for how to come onto these in the chair? I've thought about, like, you can come forward. It just feels always kind of a little janky, like you just at the end. Come to goddess legs, cactus arms. You could even come up onto your toes if you want to work ankles a little bit. Draw your shoulders back, open up your hands, spark your fingertips over. Imagine someone's pushing on the outsides of your knees, so glide up outside. Hold here, breathe here, take a breath. Take your left elbow over to your left knee. One more little side stretch. Take a breath. Come back to center. Switch. Back to center. Take your hands to the chair. So get a nice hold of the chair. Maybe bring heels down. Tip forward a little bit. So this is just a nice stretch for the front side of your body. Don't tip the chair though. You might not have enough weight in your chair, Debbie. If it would feel good, even clasp your shoulders or your hands together and take a little bit of a bigger. You should force it back. We're going to do a version of Malasana. So take the blocks and put your feet up on them. Make your legs out really wide. So kind of think of, sort of like Malasana legs, probably a little wider than women's. If you already feel a nice stretch here, you don't have to change anything. But if you don't feel much, I would say see what it feels like to bring your hands closer to the floor, maybe all the way to the maybe add a little movement here, sway a little like deep one. And add a twist here. Keep your right hand down. Sweep your left hand down. Switch.
It's heavy.
Yeah. New legs, get a little shake. All right. So this is the part of class where often I will have students come to standing, but we're going to do it all in the chair today. So I want you guys to feel what it's like to do everything in the chair. We're going to do lunges before we do our balance stuff. So I'm going to have you guys turn. Everybody's going to face this wall. So you're going to turn your entire body, feet will point that way. And before we go into our lunge, we're going to do a twist. Take your, it'll be your guys' left leg, cross it over your right leg. You could either cross ankles, you could cross knees, you could do a figure four. So whatever feels right, but do a cross somehow. And then we're going to twist towards the back of the room. You could grab a hold of the chair and use that to sort of deepen your twist. And eventually come back to center. Undo leg. This is where we go into the lunge. So there's options here. You're going to bring your right leg behind you. You might need to do a little adjusting. You could set your knee on a block, a bolster, or you could keep the lunge type of leg with your foot, the ball of your foot resting on the floor. Oh, careful. So find a good setup for you first. I will say that a lot of times students, they'll kind of just have their leg like here. I will encourage people to hip flexion stretch. So I will often say like, hey, could you bring it back a little more? Rest your knee on a bolster or whatever works. So we're in our lunge, hopefully kinda. You might need two blocks, Desi. Yep, you might need two. So first guys, come to high lunge, reach your arms up. Press down into your left leg. Reach your arms forward. Reach your torso forward. We're going into sort of a warrior three sensation. See what that feels like. Take your arms out wide like a T. Keep your torso tipped forward. Feel your left leg working. Reach arms back forward. Inhale, come back up to high lunge. Twist to the back of the room. You could keep your arms out wide. You could reach for the seat or the back of the chair again for that extra twist. Sweep arms back forward. Inhale, sweep arms back up for high lunge. Fingertips meet start center. Release out of it. Slowly, softly, just come around. Shake things out a little bit. And we'll transition to the other side. So we'll start first with both legs facing the wall. And we're going to take right leg over left, or right ankle over left, or figure four. See what feels good there. Keeping your spine long, think of the center of your chest twisting towards the back of the room. Grab a hold of the chair. Encourage a little bit of a deeper twist. Come back and forward, undo the twist, undo the leg. Find your setup here for your right leg, or your left leg, sorry. So if you like the blocks under your feet, the bolster, or if you like to just stay on the ball of your, see what feels good, make sure you feel stable. You're ready, arms sweep up, high lunge. Warrior three, reach your arms forward. Reach your arms towards the ball, take your torso forward. Lots of length throughout the body here. Lots of work in the right leg. Breathe. Tee your arms out. Kick your chest. Arms come back forward. Side lunge, come back up. We're gonna twist towards the back of the room. Maybe you take arms out wide. Maybe you reach from the back of the chair. It's a deep twist, so go there safely. Face forward, one more pass at wide lunge, take a breath in. Get your hips meet. Right. I'll show you guys how you would do tree pose in the chair. So you'll want your sandbag for this one because it's nice to root down the supporting leg of the chair. So we're gonna have your guys' right leg be your supporting leg. So I would say place the sandbag on your right foot first. And then I'm gonna talk you through some different options. For some of us, if our hips aren't real open, our tree pose might just sort of look like this. If you have more opening in your hips, your tree pose could look like this, where you take your, literally your knees are barely open and you're gonna prop your heel onto the leg rest of the chair. So, here's the other thing, everybody needs to grab their block. Take the block. Keep lots of length in your spine. Root down into your right leg. You literally are balancing on your right leg to add a little more balance. We're going to balance the block on our head. Literally close your eyes and imagine that you are standing on your right leg. Good tree. Good bring your hands to heart center. Keep holding. Breathe. If it's easy and you want to add more challenge, you could take your eyes, look up, look down, look left, look right, or even just closing them can be balancing. Hold, stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2, come out of your tree, shake it out. Good. Did you do good?
Right as you were counting down, I got it.
Your hair just is kind of crazy slippery, isn't it? All right, guys, we'll switch to the other side. So, sandbag on your left leg. Find what opening you want, position you want for your right arm. Find length in your spine. When you're ready. A lot of times when I'm working with, often it's the elderly or people in wheelchairs, they really struggle with balancing the block, and it's often they just need a little cue to tuck their chin slightly. Maybe a cue then. Find your balance point. Keep your neck long. Close your eyes. There's a ton of research that even visualizing yoga poses can be super beneficial. Breathe in. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2. I've even done, I like the blocking for my power class. We do some handy stuff. Adds that extra element of challenge. All right, guys. So shoulders are nice and open. Let's get our hips a little more open. So we are going to use the bolster now. If you have pretty decent hamstring, length, flexibility, I should say. You might want to even build your bolster up with a block or two. Otherwise, you're just going to place the bolster front because you're shorter. Okay. Build mine up just a little. And then you're going to grab your strap again. And I'm going to take your left leg first onto the block. Toes pulled back towards you. Take your strap and place it around the ball of your foot. And so we're doing just a heel toward calf stretch. You're probably going to feel it in your hamstring. But I want you to think about pushing your heel away from you and your toes towards you. And then you're using this strap to create you bring it up a little more on the ball of your foot. I think you'll get a better stretch. So you feel the calf stretch. If you want to start to move into the hamstring, simply hinge forward a little bit or a lot. You might have to kind of scoot forward in the chair. Sometimes it can be hard just to figure out the exact positioning that you need.
So needless to say, I'm saying that's me, I'm stumbling. Slowly learning life is okay.
And then a nice other little tweak I like to add here is a little rotation. Sometimes it can be hard to get into the internal rotators, especially in the chair. So just kind of taking your toes, turn it in, out. You'll want to kind of keep leaning forward. You'll feel it more. And then one more other little thing we're going to add. So come up, so you're halfway up. Literally take your foot and move it over like maybe 5 inches. Take your left arm, open it up behind, beside you. We're trying to get into your, you guys feel that in your IT bands a little bit?
Just breath. You're all the things I've got to remember.
Back to center. Really sit down. You're not going to build your bolster up, so it feels like more of a rest. So go ahead and move into the other side. So extend your left. We'll do the half stretch first. So grab a hold of all of your foot. Strap to pull. You're ready for it. Tip, hinge forward. And depending on where you need the hamstring stretch, you can keep your spine long. You'll feel it a little closer to your hip. Or you can round your spine, which is going to move the stretch more towards your knee. Do a little hold.
Try straight and spinning.
You had that rotation here, great.
Nothing in it.
Whole leg and you rotate in. Rotate.
Where's my
Partway up, lift your leg and move it. Like I said, maybe 5 inches or so, just a little across midline. Reach your right arm out. Keep pulling your toes towards you.
I was swimming in.
Keep a hold of the strap, give your legs a little shake out. Your 4-chair stretch, we're gonna do a shoulder stretch too. So options, if you know that you can go to figure 4, go right to it. Some people, so options that you can give to people if they can. Some people just this is plenty. They'll get a nice stretch here. You know, you could build it up. But yeah, some people just are not gonna tolerate this. Come here, and then I'm gonna do our shoulder stretch. So you guys are gonna have to talk me through. We want to stretch our shoulders. Do we want the? I always get so goofed up at this. So what do you think? You guys have your.
I put my right hand on top.
So my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why this one always messes me up. I think it's because I try to mirror it, you know, and I'm mirroring it and. But see if you can start to wiggle walk your fingers closer to each other. Think about pressing your elbow, top arm is elbows reaching towards the ceiling. It should be on the verge of discomfort. And then you could get into the hip a little deeper by leaning forward a little. You could do a little cat. Creative movements. Like, it's a really functional stretch for being able to put on shoes and socks as we get older, being able to get on coats and scratch our back, put our bras on as we get older. Those things. And then slowly come out of the shoulder stretch. We're gonna stay on the figure 4 a little longer. Maybe seeing if you could tip forward, maybe add a little body weight to it. Add a twist here. So you could come up and just twist. You could bring hands to palm and take a little bit of a deeper twist. Undo that. All on the other side. Just have one you do it. So whatever you didn't do on the other side, do on this side. And I always like to take my top arm and sort of give my bottom hand like just a tiny little ride up closer to my shoulder blade. Then I just can take my top hand, creep it closer. You like adding movement? Yeah. You're really close, Desi. What are we doing? Do you see how you have the strap wrapped around your right arm? Yeah, and then reach there. You got it. Yeah, and then just try to walk your fingers closer to each other. You might not even need the strap.
Yeah, can you touch your hands together?
That is good. Yeah, there's the stretch. You don't even need the strap. Don't hurt yourself. Eventually undo the arm. Sometimes coming out of it is where you might. And then add maybe just another full breaths here. Like the twist, you could add the twist. Right. Final pose we'll do in chair today for hips would be like a Uttanasana or butterfly stretch. So a lot of times what I'll have people do is just kind of build up the bolster and bring bottoms of their feet here. For some, they might not feel much, so you could lean forward a little bit. You could do the stretch on the floor. Shape out. And this is where, for a chest opener, my thought is that I'm not sure how this is going to feel for everybody. For some people, they love it. Some people not so much. But you can take the skin bolster, line it up behind you. For me, I kind of need to lean forward a little bit to make that happen. This is kind of as close to an inversion, really, that I've been able to figure out in a chair. Sometimes I'll even have like additional chairs that I put people's legs up on, so that feels a little bit more like inversion. Yeah, it's kind of hard to truly create an inversion while seated, but there are options that I'll show you. Or, but see if you can just get a nice opening here. Shoulders open. Full breaths. Wiggle toes. Pull your wrists or your ankles around a little bit. Wrists too. So if you like this, this could be your Shavasana, but I want to show you guys some other options. So the bolster could certainly stay. I gave you guys all the blankets. One that I learned in one of my adaptive yoga classes that I kind of liked is you're going to take the blanket and you're just going to kind of roll it up. And blanket is essentially going to be sort of a prop. Wrap it over your shoulders. When I first saw it, I was like, what? But it actually feels kind of lovely. Mm-hmm. So for some, this might just feel nice. I've had people that really like that child's pose, so they might go back to the child pose here.
I do this.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I mean, you sure can. I've not seen that one done before, but I love it. I love new ideas. So see if you can just find what would look most, or what would feel most restful for you. Are there any other little places, spaces that you need to pull out? You could bring the bolster back up to your lap. You liked that option. See what would feel right. Allow the weight of your body to press down, taking the full support. Soften your jaw, eyes, muscles. started a wonderful anchor as you're breathing, your breath, following that journey. Inhale. Exhale. And you make the breath in and the breath out. Same way. Your mind has wandered. You're already back. You'll pre-notice. You can back to the breath, body to the present moment. Maybe the breath is a good tool for that. Maybe it'd be better to go into some external thing like sound, maybe. So you can notice sounds coming, going. Mind has wandered. Noticing it wander. Gently but firmly bringing it back to the body, back, anchor. Take a bigger, fuller, deeper breath in. Try it out. Your toes a little wiggle. We add a little movement, touch your head, open and close hands. Feet. Palms. With a little. Take one final breath together, breathing in.
Nice.